It's actually a relatively nice day. I mean, it's still a bit gloomy, but no, I'm a little bit more optimistic. You know what I mean? So just gotta keep that positive vibe going. I could, technically speaking, I could move as in as little as 9 days. I could, but I think it's better if I just wait the extra 5, so I'm not struggling. We'll see. But I gotta keep it up. About to do the math right now. I have 7, 8. I have to get about $500, something like that. 500 more bucks, and I get paid $100 a day. So I mean, I guess I could. I don't really know for sure, but so I work tonight. Tomorrow's off. I work Sunday, then Monday's off, and on that Monday, that's when I have about a week more to accommodate what I could do. But again, we'll have to wait and see because uh, yeah, if I move on the Friday, I ain't well, no, I could have it off. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to use this as a platform as these cars are like interrupting my thought to to really like dig into it, you know. So I put 200 aside. I have 700. So I'm at no, I'm at like $900 right now. So I need 600 more. Yeah. Eh. It'll all be figured out. Usually is. Plus, there's probably some money that I'm not even thinking about. That's still around there. Like I ended up oh, it stinks. It smells like shitty ass weed. But have a great shift. You stop yelling at me. Can't wait, man. Instead of being in a hotel room, I can actually have beer at home and just be like chill. Instead of so I was thinking about it. It's just like if I only drink like once a month, I'm probably gonna go a little bit haywire with it. As opposed to like going back to how I was, to just like making sure I throw everything away. You know, maybe not exactly how I was, but I miss hanging out with the boys on here. I do. So it's always some sort of thought process that goes into everything. I could also see if they want me to work tomorrow. So I did have to take a day off. If you want me to just work Saturday, I'll do it. But I kind of need to relax mentally and physically. I'm a little bit drained, and it's just that's the second time I had to call out during the shift. I don't like it. I don't, you know. And I've had a couple talks with a couple other friends of mine because they were asking, "Hey, what's going on?" So I posted about how I felt about my little brother on my Facebook, And a lot of people don't like to touch things like that. It's like, oh, it's not my word, it's not my place to say. But my sister commented, she was like, "You're doing the right thing. You know that it sucks, but just imagine, man. Like 6 months, I saw him. I want to say like once every 6 weeks or something like that. I started seeing him more and more. And was I drunk the last time I saw him? Yes, I was. But I wasn't like wasted. I was getting over from the night prior. So I knew what I was doing and I knew what was going on. Like I was like, hey, you guys want to go out to eat? And and yeah. So if you think about it, if someone's an addict, right, and they continue to be an addict, and they're not doing anything to help themselves out except for making their situation as comfortable as possible, and then going back to using the drugs. If I give someone like that money, what do you think they're going to do? You know, or if I even buy them food or clothing or a blanket or something like that, like something that's an essential that they might need. What do you think they're going to do with the extra money that they may or may not have now that they just got a handout? When I talk to my mom about it, she's the only one that defends him. Um, she's just like, well, no one's handing me anything. And I said, oh, no one's handing him anything aside from you, me, dad. No one's giving him anything at all. So, yeah, he's gonna buy dope. Gonna buy dope or whatever drug. Can't do it. And I can't afford to do that. Like I'm moving out. Like I'm gonna be paying rent. So that's the first off. And then the second off is like that's just money down the trade, or money down the drain. Yeah, they trade everything for dope. And what sucks the most is that like he promised me, man. Like he promised me that he was gonna stop doing it. Promised he was gonna seek help. And I kind of let it slide for a little bit. And then the last time I went there, he started using it again. And then that's when I felt a little bit guilty about being like a little bit buzzed up. And then so because like if I show up buzzed up, obviously I'm enabling and shit, right? But um, but then that's the kind of people you don't want to be inebriated around, because then they think it's okay. But um, yeah, it fucking sucks. It really does. And I hate complaining about it, but it's at the same time, it's like it's the only way that I can sort of get over it. So, um, and like my sister agreed, my cousin agreed, and my cousin used to be very close with him. Pretty much just saying that he needs to find his own path in life instead of trying to play victim. And it makes no sense that he's playing victim because he's been offered to go into homes, to go into rehab and stuff like that. And then he'd just be like, oh, well, no, I don't really want to do that. And then complain that he's homeless again. He's just like, poor me. It's parasitic. I have a relative that's an awful dope head. Yeah, it's it's hard to live with, And my mom, she's getting her own place. And technically speaking, he has she has room for him. She has room for him to move in, and it's a horrible idea because he's not willing to stop his bullshit. So he'll say like, yeah, I'm gonna stop, just put a roof over my head, bore me, and then he'll find ways to go behind, because I know I'm an addict too, man. I've seen People a lot worse than me, indifferent, whatever. Addicts tend to lie a lot. They try to get away with shit. You know, like you think about it. When you think about it, it's like for me, like how dirty my last room was. I was hiding that stuff. You know, like I was hiding the fact that it was dirty. Like, yeah, I started eventually picking it up, but you know, from that past experience, it's definitely no way to live, right? So, in all reality, what I should have done at that point in time, just it was just tell my roommates at the time, like, look, I have a problem and I need to clean this room up, you know. But at the other end of the spectrum, they were kind of dicks. So I'm just saying it would have been the right thing for me to do, and I didn't do it. So um, I just started cleaning. But is it? It was semi acceptable because I was working night shift and I was miserable. So the depression hit, and I stopped caring for a while. Like it'd be every shift, listening to music, stock shelves, get off at 8:30 in the morning, go to the gas station, pick up a six pack, or do something. Essentially, it was pick up a six pack, or even like a still reserve if I felt like I was being short on money, and then just drink that and watch YouTube videos. Like it sucked. You know, it was a terrible way to live because that was my life, and it ain't for me because I'm a social guy. So like I like being around people from time to time. Maybe not all the time, but uh, 8 months of not being able to be around people at all is kind of mentally dangerous. So, at least for me. But yeah, it is. It's hard because finish off the Johns. Yeah, but it's hard because you know because you I if I told people that like I no longer love my brother, that's a then you know that'd be a blatant lie. You know, but God damn it, you know, it's like he's an adult. Like I can't keep on babying him every time I go down there and they say like, hey, do you need food? Do you need this? Do you need that? Like I can't do it. Like mentally, the way that I see it is that as soon as I stop enabling it with money, the sooner he is going to realize like, hey, I don't really have a choice anymore. I got to get clean. So, so me yelling at him, my hope is, so, hey, you need to sharpen up. Then he talks to my mom, right? So there's this part that blows my mind. And my mom tells me that he says is that he was busy making sure that the tent was ready for the upcoming rain. And I said, no, mom, that's not what he was doing. He was smoking. Again, you got lied to. I'm sorry. So, yeah, you just walk away from it, man. Because like if that kept up, you know, like if I let my emotions get the better of me and say, hey, I gotta call out, I lose on money. My work gets irritated because I called out, right? And you know, it gets to the point where I switch my personal life and my professional life, and that's big. No, can't do that. The second family emergency I had in like 2 months because of his. So it's like, you know, and he wasn't necessarily in any danger, but it's just the way that it affects me. So, and then just saying, oh well, I don't want to do anything with you today. You know, it's Valentine's Day. And I said, you don't just want to eat real quick and then have me take my leave. You don't want me to go pick you up some food. I don't know. It's drugs are a bitch and a half. So on the upscale about it, yeah, discussion. All right, you take care. On the upscale of everything, I gotta get ready. I gotta clean my bed. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I gotta clean my bed because usually when I'm too tired, get home tired, I don't shower, so therefore it's covered in sweat stains and stuff like that, and I don't want that. I know how to clean a bed. I've looked it up. Pretty much all it really is a mixture of vinegar and baking soda. So that's nice. Beds aren't hard to clean. So that's my project tomorrow. But yeah, so I think everything will work out for me. So uh, all I gotta do is pick a date. Probably gonna be the first. If it is the first, I'm not gonna be able to enjoy until after my shift, unless if I can get it off because it hasn't been scheduled yet, and it's 2 weeks from now. So I'm gonna have to ask about that because it's gonna be a thing. But yeah, I think that's all. I'm still looking for a desk and a chair, so it probably is gonna have to be the first regardless because getting more time to move would probably be most beneficial. So it'll all be figured out. It'll all be figured out. Maybe I can no, that won't work. Anyway, I'll think about it. Y'all take care. Happy Friday. It's my NOS. I'm already tired of this fucking energy drink. It's too sweet. But it gets the job done when you're tired. So, like I said, you guys take care. Peace out.